Welcome back to IGN Live at Comic-Con. In 2017, the hit horror film It revitalized a Stephen King classic and gave the whole world a brand new reason to be terrified of clowns and sewers again. This fall, the story concludes with It Chapter 2. Here to tell us all about it is the cast of the film: Jessica Chastain, Jay Ryan, Bill Hader, James Ransone, Isaiah Mustafa, and Andy Bean. Losers Club. Thank you for joining us.
That was good.
So obviously, we just got a look at a whole bunch of new scenes. It's all very exciting. I went digging through a bunch of interviews, and I saw one with James McAvoy that was really interesting to me. He talked about he couldn't be here, unfortunately. Like Big Bill just couldn't make it. He talked about how he read the book of it as a kid, and it didn't scare him, and as an adult, it was terrifying. And I wanted to sort of talk about how your fears change as you grow up, because that's a big theme of the movie. Have you guys found that as you've gotten older, things that weren't scary become scary, and things that were aren't?
Well, I didn't have to pay taxes when I was 9.
It's kind of where I was going with that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, when you're younger, the fear is
scary.
kind of your imagination, right? And as you get older, you realize that that's just all in your head, and the realities of life kick in, and then the real fears hit in.
I kind of love that, because in this scenario, like, you know, in the first chapter of it, they're kids. They're on summer vacation. They don't have to worry about anything except, you know, bullies and a murderous clown. And this time around, you're like, you guys all have to take time off work and go to Maine. You got to book flights. You got to kind of there's obligation that goes with that. It's almost an inconvenience.
Yeah, they took out all this stuff of us like stretching in the morning and making our vegetable drink and all that stuff.
Eddie's at Hertz.
Yeah.
Renting the car.
Yeah,
the
takes
best
a while.
flight deal.
Yeah.
Kayak orbits. Yeah.
I love that, like Eddie's character is. This is the first thing I asked about. We saw the scene at the Chinese restaurant was shown off at the panel. My first question was, does he drink prune juice and gin?
Yeah.
Is he concerned with his diet that much? Is he like?
Yeah, there was. Yeah. Well, actually, I did a thing when we filmed that scene, because there's like when you get food as an actor, you try to eat as little as possible, and if you, all I did was drink. You can just see me drink water. That's it the whole time.
Now, obviously, they talked about how that scene in the Chinese restaurant. It's fitting because in the movie or the story, that's when the Losers Club is getting together for the first time and really kind of getting to know each other. You guys are all kind of taking on these familiar roles that have like a lot of weight to them. What was it like when you first got together?
Well, we shot that pretty much straight up when we first all came together on the shoot. So what you see in that scene is us kind of getting to know each other and breaking the ice.
Yeah, we all went out to dinner, and then we filmed a scene where we were out to dinner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We filmed it for 2 days with basically Andy telling Bill Hader to take shots without his hands.
Yeah,
Stick it in
a
your
lot of
mouth.
it was like him wanting me to like grab the shot glass with just my mouth and drink like that. I'm not gonna do it because it'll turn into a meme real fast or something else. But yeah, and then wanting me to dance, and then he was like, "Bill, I want you to dance." English is not his first language, and he would say, "I want you to dance like Dirty Dancing, dance like Patrick Swayze." We were like, "It's Swayze," and then we pointed and laughed. But it was a lot of fun. We all got to bond and get to know each other, and it was a blast. It was hard. It was a very arduous shoot.
Now, I was curious, what was it like kind of trying to take on these roles that have been made familiar by a bunch of children? Like, you guys are all, reputable actors. Like, you have, usually it's the other way around, where they're like, we're casting, the child version of this actor, and you guys are being cast as the adult versions of these children. Was that?
I think Andy helped us a lot.
I think like most movies do that, right? Isn't like every movie, you always see the kid version first, and then...
Yeah, but they usually cast the reverse way.
Oh, right.
They cast the adult first, and then they try to find the kid that looks like it. Is that how it works?
I
don't know. I've never been in a movie.
I'm punchy
before.
right now.
I think Andy helped us in that, for casting for him was really important, and the energy of the kids had to be in the adult actors. How we carried ourselves or what. So when we showed up on day one, we kind of already showed up with something that reminded Andy of the children that we were playing.
It was also very sweet because when we got there, all the younger actors wrote letters to all of the adult cast and just kind of like wishes of who they hope their adult self could be, which we thought was very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they also enclosed pictures of themselves. It was like a framed photo of them. And Finn Wolfhard gave me this thing, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, I would have a framed photo of Finn Wolfhard as a child in my house. And that's just creepy.
Well, no,
that's just not
this
good.
Was this the kids messing with you, or was this like a homework assignment from Andy?
It was home.
Homework.
Both, I think.
Like the locket and everything?
Yeah, it was supposed to be sweet and everything, and then we all were like, nah, man.
But then the logistics
No,
came into play.
Yeah, I was like, I can't have this in my apartment. People think like, why do you have a picture of a Fifth Wolfhard with a letter that's like love Finn and everything? Like, I can't have that.
Was it weird when you finally met them?
It was like a speed dating kind of.
Yeah, it was
we,
like
had
speed
this-
dating.
We were all paired up together, and we had 5
all
minutes
like-
to meet. And
We're like all old and not cool.
Yeah, we were so
like, all right.
cool to them.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what's going on?
I
They're like,
definitely,
all right.
next. Without a doubt, sized up. I was
Yeah.
sized up, and Wyatt was looking at me like, is this guy good enough? And
Yeah.
probably not.
But the young cast, they feature just as much in the second film as well. So we were working alongside them at
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
Nice. Now I wanted to talk a little bit about the clown side of things. Bill Skarsgård is incredible. He's terrifying as Pennywise. I can see like if you're an adult man and you're going to scare some children, that's part of the deal. But like was that weird to have like an adult man trying to scare you as part of the? But like I feel like there's a sort of a method
He
to it.
was just kind of like, very like passive aggressive to us and stuff. And it was like, does he like me?
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah. He'd come on, he'd be like,
I think Bill's mad at me. I've texted him 3 times. He hasn't texted me back.
he'd come on, he'd be like, yeah, is that your costume?
He's like, all right, whatever. And I'm like, I don't think Bill likes me. I mean, that's how you get to an adult.
That's the real.
Yeah, that's the real
Rejection.
deal. The real just rejection. All right, well, cool, dude.
I like the Pennywise of social anxiety.
Yeah, he ghosted all of us, and we were like, wow.
It just
Left it on red.
It just says red receipts.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Do you guys think that clowns are scary because of it, or is it scary because of clowns? Which came first, the clown or
It's cool
the fear?
calling Andy a clown.
I think clowns are scary because, I mean, it's been around since 1981, this book, this entity. So I definitely think it has something to do with that. What's going on over here?
You missed it. It did. Doesn't.
Well, this is my absolute fear right here. Anyway, thank you guys so much.
Oh, good.
This is the real fear.
So
I'm
this
like,
is, if you were in it would be us taking an interview off the rails live. You'd be that would be your
I'm
fear
like,
and
I get
dairy.
to
You're
just-
like, I'm going to do my thing. Oh, God, it's not
You shouldn't
going
have played
right.
that video about your other cohorts talking about the rest of the cast before you started it. So it's sort of on you.
But then we all turn into Pennywise. Yeah.
Good Lord. Anyway, thank you guys.
You're in it right now. You're in the movie.
Welcome to the It escape room, everyone.
I can never escape. I don't know what to do. Well, seriously, thank you so much for coming by. I don't know about those other ones, but I'm very excited about seeing you guys. It Chapter 2 hits theaters September 6th.
I don't know about this other guy.
Yeah, I don't know them. I don't work them. Somebody fire them. Please get these people out of here.
We're positive though.
If you enjoy stories about adults reigniting rivalries with their enemies from the 1980s, stick around because we're talking to the cast of Cobra Kai right after this. IGN Live at San Diego Comic-Con. We'll be right back.
Wait.